Good morning. I'm Nicole. I'm from the English department. I don't know that I have a best or worst story, but I have a story to share about something I learned. And this was last fall. I learned two things. First, I learned the importance of that little icon on my.unt.edu called Early Alert. And I also learned the importance of compassion and accommodation. So this is what happened. I was teaching English 2500. The time isn't going, Patrick. I need to know. I'm here forever? Okay. I was teaching English 2500, which is the gateway course into the major. We get predominantly sophomores and juniors. And 2 weeks into the term, I had a couple of students who had missed 3 out of 4 classes. And I said to myself, I haven't really used Early Alert before, but I'm going to click the button and let the student know that I am concerned about the attendance that's not happening. So I clicked the button, that was that. Well, the next class period, these 2 students were up at my desk assuring me, each of them, separately, that they were serious about the class, they wanted to succeed, they were really going to commit themselves. This was great. I was quite pleased. One student really did turn around right away. He was present, did the work, passed the class, and that was great. The second student had a little bit more difficulty, and I will call her June. So, June had a lot of trouble with attendance, was gone for 2 weeks, came back. I called her up to afterwards, and I said, June, you got to be here. It's important. And she said, I know, I'm sorry. I explained to her that the attendance policy was stipulated in the syllabus, and as a teacher, I wanted to make sure I was being fair to the standards that I had set out on the contract of our syllabus, and also fair to the other students who are working hard to show up for class. But at the same time, I wanted to be fair to June and her life experiences, and I learned from June that she was going through a divorce. She had 4 small children. She was living in a shelter, and she had a restraining order against her soon-to-be ex-husband. So I said, all right, let's figure out how we can find a solution to this, to get you through the class. It's important for you to get through the class. It's money you've paid, and you deserve this. So we worked it out that if she couldn't come to class, and those times that she was missing, it was because she couldn't find childcare, couldn't afford childcare for her kids. So I said, well, if your kids can be quiet, bring them to the class, and we'll do it that way. And if they're ill and you can't bring them to class, then meet in office hours and we'll do a tutorial, but I need you to do the work for the class. So she tried. She was gone again for about 3 weeks in November, came back for a couple of classes in December, and then I didn't hear from her again. So since she didn't reach out to me, and I again struggled with trying to find a balance from reaching out repeatedly and then letting her find her way, being a responsible adult. I failed her in the class. And I didn't think much of it until January, when I received a call from the Assistant Director of Student Advocacy, Crisis Intervention, and Violence Prevention in the Dean of Students' Office. And she said, June's been working with us. Would you consider changing the F to an incomplete and working with her so that she could complete the class? And I said, sure, absolutely. So June got in touch with me. We established a summer tutorial primarily over email because I was out of town. And she did the work, and she did great work, actually. And her last paper was on Ibsen's play A Dollhouse, which talks about a woman who leaves her husband, who is an overbearing figure, and comes into her own. And I was really proud of her and pleased. And I suppose the struggle that I was having between trying to be fair to the rules that I had set out, being fair to her colleagues in the class, and then being fair to her, was worth it in the end, because once she did pass the class, she sent me an email, which I'd like to share as I close. Thank you, thank you, thank you, 3 exclamation points. I appreciate all your help, 3 exclamation points. When I become a teacher, I hope I am like you. Thank you.